Scorpio, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you, and then we will focus on the upcoming events in the near future for you. All right, let's start with your reading. Are you kidding me? This is all major arcana. What is going on? Starting with the first card, the Hermit, that came down. Then we have Tower, Temperance, Devil, Justice, the Sun, the Magician. This is a very pivotal moment in your life. When you have all of these major arcana, it means that the universe is taking care of something for you. Perhaps something you have been delaying, something you didn't have the time to focus on yet, but that right now can potentially revolutionize your life completely. With this Hermit energy, the first card that came down on the table, we do see that you're focusing on your path, your purpose, your journey on this planet. And there is something that you're trying to figure out, which maybe is bringing you some confusion. Therefore, you are delaying the overall evolution of this specific cycle. We'll see what this is about. But overall, we immediately see that this is going to be a fun reading. We do end with the Magician, so we need to be very careful with the messages, because with that energy at the end of the reading, we might be in for a twist, and everything that we've looked at up to that point might be completely the opposite. So let's see. First of all, the Nine of Wands and the Devil. You know, starting with that Hermit energy, but also from here, I definitely get a message that recently, Scorpio, you have been very intuitive. You have almost night vision. There is something that you cannot explain, but that it's trying to come your way as far as information, as far as energy, and perhaps you are reacting to it before it shows up into your environment. And that could be a blessing and a curse at the same time, because often you feel some blockages, some issues that you cannot explain why they're there until you can, until something happens which confirms to you that you were right about something. Overall, with this Nine of Wands, I see that you're pretty good at handling a situation that definitely has had its ups and downs. You are being on track, working on yourself a lot, almost to the bone. And we see that all of this work is about gaining or staying in control of something, in control of a situation, in control of the events, of your emotions perhaps, as if you needed to control something within you. You almost feel like your life depends on it. Your job, your stability, your happiness, the opinion that you have of yourself. And we know that deep down, you Scorpios can be very hard on yourself. Even if you don't want to admit it, sometimes you demand a lot from you, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't forget to be kind to yourself as well, and understand when things are getting delayed or when maybe you fail at something. It's fine. We all do. But right here, obviously, it's hard to keep up because I feel that things might be changing. And sometimes you do lose control. I do see the occasional struggle, right? And when that happens, you immediately keep your guard up, especially when it comes to a memory or a recurring thought that you cannot explain yet why it's there. You're coming from a lot of movement, and maybe you have moved homes, you have moved on emotionally, letting go of something and then taking action quickly. And that alone can be very exhausting. Now, it comes a time, we're saying ups and downs. It comes a time when the movement slows down and your mind takes control over this situation. And perhaps with this devil energy, you don't like where it's going. You don't own your thoughts own you at times. And perhaps, you know what, you still feel very tied up to someone else's energy. You still care too much about what this other person might be doing or how they might be seeing you, and you don't like it. You don't like it, but there is a strong desire for gratification here, which doesn't come from the fact that you want to go back to them. It comes from a need of revenge, redemption, karma. And what you don't realize, though, is that although you might absolutely deserve this redemption, this feeling alone, this need, still keeps you connected to them energetically. And you do not want to have any sort of attachment to this person, this past situation, because you have already worked them out of your system. You focused on yourself and you show to yourself how independent and self-sufficient you are. But lately, for some reason, your mind keeps going back there. You lose control over your focus, and when you do, the pain comes back up on the surface. This could very well be because there is actually something that you should be looking at right now, something that you should analyze. But to do so, you have to put your emotions aside and just look at it with logic. But, you know, it's easier said than done. And potentially, as we were saying, you're also anticipating something. So let's keep looking into this. Why do I say anticipating something? Here we have it with a page of wands. I can see why you might be starting to lose control. You either have already received some sort of news or are going to very soon. And right now you're feeling the anticipation of it. Your intuition works so well, Scorpio. You felt that this was going to come in. And as we were saying earlier, you started reacting to it before it actually manifested to you. You knew that something was coming up soon, and you were right about it. This might be news regarding this situation from the past. And right away, we see what your emotional reaction is going to be right here with a tower. But also we see your mental attempt to keep calm and don't get dragged around out of control by these energies, by the information that it's coming into your environment. You know, the Page of Wands brings passion. It comes in very quick and it's hard to control because in that specific moment, even if you were anticipating, in that specific moment, you did not expect it. And so there is something about this person that you're going to hear or see. But this information, although it doesn't relate to you, I sense that it's trying to get to you more than anything else. And this makes me suspicious. Someone has changed their approach here. And they're thinking that they still have a shot at this. They want you to see them as someone very confident, very independent, someone who's having fun and who has it all. You know, they might be even showing off a new partner or some sort of achievement, something that they even bought, a big car or who knows what. And at first, it's going to confuse you and maybe make you even upset because you were looking for redemption, right? And you see them being so happy. How is that possible that someone who maybe has done something wrong to you in the past, very, very awful, right now they're living their best life, right? But we will see soon that the situation is different. But most important, we see how with temperance, you're soon going to control this. You're going to be very smart about the situation. Because this card talks about controlling instincts with patience, avoiding rush decisions and not get triggered by this information, especially trying to control your focus and realize that you have your own journey, you have your own achievements to get to, And whatever this person is doing or not doing, it doesn't impact your happiness in your life, unless you let it, obviously. And right here, we have that major twist that we were talking about at the very beginning of the reading. Magician. Everything you've heard about this person is not true. The magician putting up a show for you to see, but obviously is not working because you're not giving into the temptation of looking into this situation, into this energy, and this person is going crazy about it. You know, with the magician, we are reminded that there is still a lot of chemistry between the two of you, especially when it comes to this person. They feel so attracted to you, and they are being proactive in a way, but they're using this energy in order to manipulate, and they keep evaluating your own reactions and tweaking their movements based on them. But obviously there is frustrations. There are delays here. Someone wondering, why hasn't my Scorpio reached out yet? They feel like they're losing power, and with that also perhaps self-esteem. Now, this is where it gets very interesting with justice. We were saying that there was a reason why you had to look into this, right? And with this justice energy, we might be looking straight at it. There is something coming up which will give you major redemption. This is real closure. This is what you perhaps needed all along, to truly be independent from that devil energy and not feel like your energy was still tied up to theirs. This is really exciting for you, Scorpio. This is going to change your energy, your perception, your thoughts and actions, therefore your outcome completely. And I see that this cycle ending is making room for something amazing to finally come your way, and you don't even know it. This looks absolutely beautiful. So let's look into this justice energy. I want to see what this situation is going to be about, what you should expect and prepare for, but especially I want to focus on the Sun card, and I want to look into how your life is going to change after you fully end this very complicated cycle. Something was slowing you down, Scorpio, whether you knew it or not. And now that it's going to go away, the events that will unfold for you seem to truly place you on an unexpected and beautiful trajectory towards something or someone very special. Let's look into both of these energies and let's see what you should expect in the near and distant future. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Scorpio, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. The reading is live. I don't record them. We talk face-to-face on webcam, so prepare for that as well. I select people every Monday morning and I send out the email. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well, please. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Scorpio. Look at the bridging energy, taking us from this current situation to the upcoming events. And honestly, this is so clear. Look at this. Page of Swords, Eight of Wands, but also we have the Three of Wands here, very, very important. Right here, we see someone who has been spying on you big time. They have been trying, as we were saying, to understand if they are triggering any sort of reaction in you. But obviously, delays, frustrations, you're not showing them anything. And so they are going crazy. They are trying to find an answer that they cannot find, but eventually, movement. You have a lot of messages coming in, and that is going to be your opportunity for redemption. And I love already to see this, because You know, although we should not be waiting for redemption, for revenge, we should just be able to move on. Sometimes we need that extra help. And we go back also to what we were saying before. You demand a lot from yourself, and you do a lot for you and for the people around you. This is the universe sending you that little extra help, that it's going to really help you moving on from something. And it's going to help you, making you see and perceive your situation and your potential in a more healthy and positive way, taking you straight to the sun energy. So before seeing what is going to change in your life after this happens, I want to see what this is. And I want to see with this 8 of Wands what you should expect from this person. Let's clarify Justice, 8 of Wands, and 3 of Wands. Look at who is taking the lead right now. All right. There they go. This situation right now has flipped 180 and you don't even know it. What we see right here right away is how this person is not